Bula, Malele, Talofa and Welcome to Season 6, Episode 54 of Breakfast Bites by TEIVOVOsports.com. A wrap of Pasifika People's sports news on a bright and sunny Saturday morning, 26 August 2023. Coming to you with tons of hanisi from the 180th meridian in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. In rugby, World Rugby has launched rugby's first ever global streaming platform, RugbyPass TV, to bring fans closer to the action on and off the field via unrivaled access and exclusive content, starting with the Rugby World Cup 2023, with a blend of live coverage, archive content, and exclusive original programming from documentaries to lifestyle content, including for major competitions, WXV and the HSBC SVNS, and all for free. Simon Raiwalui has rotated his forwards again and named a strong backline for Fiji's big clash with England at Twickenham this weekend. Featuring the key pairings of Frank Lomani and Caleb Muntz in the halves, Radradra and Waisea Nayacalevu in the centres, plus Selestino Ravutaumada and Vinaya, Habosi and Ilaisa and Droasese at the back. In other big games this weekend sees Manu Samoa against Ireland in Dublin, and this morning the All Blacks were whacked 35-7 by South Africa at Twickenham, and the Wallabies play France tonight as well. As for Tonga, no one knows where they are. Someone check McDonald's Paris, please. In Rugby League, the Cowboys kept their season alive with a dominant 34-10 win over the Dolphins in front of a crowd of 33,000 fans at Suncorp Stadium. The New Zealand Warriors secured a hard-fought win over the St. George Dragons, 18-6 in Auckland. It was the New Zealand Warriors' 7th win in a row, securing their top 4 position in the NRL finals. On Thursday night, bombastic flying Fijian Mike Asivo scored a first-half hat-trick in 24 minutes and 4 for the game to end the season with 20 tries, sparking the upset of the year for the Eels' 32-18 win over the Panthers. Parramatta improved their top 8 hopes from near impossible to very slim. And a subplot to the Raiders hosting the Broncos later today is Ricky Stewart's interest in Ezra Mam, as they look for a replacement for outgoing star Jack Whiten. After re-signing Payne Haas to a monster $3.5 million Australian deal, the Broncos will struggle to upgrade or extend contracts for Reece Walsh, Kurt Capel and Mam. Our world-famous tips for NRL round 26 games today: the Storm to Triple G the Gold Coast Titans at Amy Park, the Sydney Roosters to Wallaroo West Tigers at Allianz Stadium, and the Canberra Raiders to Bimbo the Broncos at GIO Stadium. In sportsbiz, Aussie football superstar Sam Kerr raked in Australian $3.3 million last year, thanks to an Australian $600,000 per season contract with Chelsea, alongside endorsement deals with Nike worth a reported $1 million annually, plus more megabucks from MasterCard and EA Sports, where Kerr is the first female footballer to appear on the cover of their FIFA video game. In combat sports, top boxing promoter Frank Warren insists that WBC World Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury will get the chance to win all 4 heavyweight belts in 2024. So one can only assume that the Gypsy King will fight the winner of Alexander Usyk versus WBA mandatory challenger Daniel Dubois for the Ukrainian Warriors WBA, IBF and WBO belts when they square off tomorrow. Meanwhile, at their weigh-in yesterday, Usyk came in at 100.2 kilograms, while Dubois weighed in at the lightest that he has ever been in years at 105.8 kg. So he means business. In chess, the dream run of 18-year-old Indian Grandmaster R. Pragnananda Nanda came to an end in the final of the Chess World Cup tournament after the defending champion and 5 times title winner Magnus Carlsen of Norway beat him in a tiebreak after the classical games ended in a stalemate. And finally in football, remember the song? It started with a kiss. Under siege Spanish football, El Presidento Luis Rubiales refused to resign yesterday after a week of heavy criticism for his unsolicited kiss on the lips of Jenny Hermoso following Spain's Women's FIFA World Cup triumph. I will not resign, I will not resign, I will not resign, he shouted at an emergency meeting of the Spanish Football Federation yesterday. A consensual peck is enough to get me out of here. I will fight until the end, he screamed. But wait, there's more. El Presidento did apologize for grabbing his crotch during the celebrations while standing next to the Queen of Spain, Letizia. I want to say sorry. That happened in a moment of euphoria. I grabbed that part of my body and did so looking at George Wilder, the coach, Rubiales says. I was emotional. I lost control and I took my hands there. This is only getting worse. The coach. So he grabbed his nuts while looking at the male coach and then gave the female player a big fat sloppy smacker on her lips. Yuck. This guy is creepy. For TEIVOVOsports.com, I'm Kaldan Kamir. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons below if you want to receive more Pacifica sports highlights on Breakfast Bites. Mahalo, kite, and thank you all too much for all your love and support.